Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I am hoping that you all are doing good. So this is a third lecture on ITL version 4. So we'll talk about who is a stakeholder today. So anyone who has vested interest in the output of the service or the delivery of the service, who that person considered as a stakeholder. For example, our customers and our clients, because they are concerned with the delivery and the output of these services provided. Types of shareholders can be internals or externals. One is service provider, second is service consumer, third is organization, and fourth is any other stakeholder. So an organization who provides services to the customer, that's a service provider. Who receives customer, who is a sponsor, is a service consumer. So who is a who is a customer, right? Who defines the requirements of a service, responsible for the outcome of the services. So you know that there must be a difference between user, customer, sponsor. Customer who actually defines the contract and who wants the service according to that. Who is a user? Using the service, application, whether the service is usable or not. So that person is the user. Who is a sponsor? Who is actually sponsoring cost savings, right? Who is offering the budget or approves the budget for the project to a customer, right? What is a service offerings? So how you are providing utility and warranty to the customer is called a service offering. So as you already know that we have already discussed utility and warranty. Utility is providing the value, and warranty is that how consistent you are while giving the value, how continuous your service is. Let's talk about goods and services. So do you know that what are goods? These are the tangible things your customers can use it. So if I talk about goods, it's just like, someone is producing the goods, so that will be considered as good, which you can see, touch, right, and use it. Access to sources and services. And what are services? For example, AWS, Amazon is a cloud service provided, right? It's between an organization or a client, right? So organization either using this service or client is using this service. So this is considered as the intangible product which cannot be touched. It's intangible. So I'm hoping that this is clear to you. Now we will talk about service relationship. So what is the service relationship? So it's a relationship between service provider and service consumer, right? How it is, how the relationship is, it is defined from the following contracts and SLA documents shows or binds the service relationship. It's a trust, and contracts are legally enforceable. It can be, if the contract is getting breached, that it can be, treated as we can say that it's a legal requirement of a contract. You can sue each other if there is any breach. Now let's talk about the output. What is the output? End results of an activity or any deliverable. That is the basic output. Suppose you are giving a service to a customer on a call, and the output is that the query is resolved. Outcome. What you wanted to achieve from the output you have created. For example, meeting the customer requirements. Outcome is that the solution is given. That's the outcome. That must be the outcome, or should be the outcome. That solution is given. What is the benefit which comes from the outcome? Benefit is that you have did it in a shorter period of time. You resolved someone's query on a call. That's a benefit, right? Within a very less time, within seconds or within minutes. Disbenefit. If the end result is not matching the customer requirement, that is considered as disbenefit. Suppose a person calls a call center and the calls got disconnected in between, and query is not resolved for that particular customer, right? So there it's a disbenefit, because that person is not treated well and not even called back. So that will be considered as a disbenefit. Cost. What is cost? Money spent on any resource or the activity, that is cost. It can be imposed on the consumer, removed on the consumer. So right, impose in the sense we can say that we are charging our services. So it can be removed also, because it can be transferred to the another vendors, right? Let's talk about risk. I'm sure that you must have heard about risk a lot many times before. It's a familiar term, I should say. It's difficult to achieve your when it is difficult to achieve your objectives, reduction of risks and cost. It is an uncertain event, may or may not happen. So risk may or may not happen. What are we doing to mitigate any risk? Either we can avoid it, either we can mitigate it, either we can transfer it, either we can accept it. Let's talk about it. These are four concepts. It's really very important with the risk case, and it can be used everywhere. Avoiding is that you can just avoid the risk, whatever may happen. You can mitigate it, you find the solutions, and you turn out it to be, you can close it. You want to close it, you can do the workings and you close it. Transfer. Suppose there is a risk, so you do the insurance, so it will be transferred to the another vendor. You have to accept it. If the risk is occurring, you are accepting it, right? So these are four things which we can do with the context of risk part. We'll discuss all these things later in a very deep manner. Till then, thank you.